And that it is sometimes taped several weeks before you actually see the telecast. We do our taping right here at Sammy White's Brighton Bowl. And it's always 3 strings of candlepin bowling, which determines our winner. The total pinfall does. That winner is rewarded with a handsome marble-based trophy from the Ace Trophy Company of Boston as a permanent souvenir. The runner-up receives a smaller but otherwise identical version, indicating he was a participant on our show. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,150. $50 goes to the winner of each string, and obviously should they tie, then they would split it at $25 apiece. $700 goes to the winner, $300 goes to the runner-up. The other opportunities for more money, for a 400 series, there's an extra bonus of $100. For 3 marks in a row, any combination of strikes or spares in the same string, $50 in bonus money. Then, each subsequent consecutive mark in that same string is worth $50 apiece, as long as he can keep it going. For 3 strikes in a row, there's an additional bonus of $1,000. And each subsequent consecutive strike after those 3 would be worth $1,000 apiece. All right, let's get started, shall we? Right after this. Okay, let's get underway. This is our challenger, Bob Bergmann of Woburn, league average 125. Bob has a high single of 194 and a high triple of 469. He had a 628 in winning his roll-off. And just to point out the, what shall I say, vagaries of this sport, or the difficulties in sometimes winning a roll-off to get on here, he won that roll-off with a 628. That's a 5-string roll-off. And yet, in one of his previous roll-offs, he rolled a 711 and did not make it. John Zernicke beat him out on that one. I commented last week that it is much more difficult just to get on the show by winning a roll-off against maybe 60 other competitors than it is here. When you get here, you're mano a mano, man against man, one other person. Bob is married, has 1 child. He works as an electronics technician. He's representing the Woburn Bowlodrome. Here's our defending champion, Don Richmond. Don has a league average of 124, high single 194, high triple of 510, and he had a 643 in winning his roll-off. He has 1 pin to pick up for a spare. The 10, and he got it. Don has won 3 in a row. You're looking at our challenger, Bob Bergmann. Just missed. He still has 3 pins to go. On the left, he has the 4 and 7, and over on the right, the 10. Nope. Nine. So Bob's still looking for his first mark. Don Richmond. 5 and 10 with wood all around, and it would appear as if there's a V made of a couple of pieces of wood in between them, and it looks as if the ball goes in there, both of the standing pieces will go down. They did. So he has his second spare. Half was to right, and the fill is only 2 as he punched out the 3 and 9. Only a couple more that time, so he's going to have to try to do the best he can to get 4 at least of these remaining 6. He did, got 4 on the left, winds up with an 8. So we're off to a bit of a slow start, but we're going to pause as we usually do at the end of 4, take a look at that scoreboard, and our defending champion Don Richmond is in the lead over our challenger today, Bob Bergmann, 45. Okay, here is our challenger, Bob Bergmann, on the line. He has the 4-horseman right side and the 7-pin with wood against the 7-pin. Oh, punched out the 1. Everything else still there. And it's a 9. Spare leave with a little triangle made up over on the left-hand side of the 4, 7, and 8. Now the piece of wood is rolled over and is up against the 4, but he still can get at it. Yes, and he made it. Spare. And that'll bring up Don Richmond. There you see the spare. And a strike for the defending champion. Don hoping for his 4th consecutive win after having made 4 unsuccessful appearances previously. All right, the first ball doesn't get him much, but he still has another to roll. 6 pins still standing, 4 of them on the right. He got those 4, so it's an 8 fill. And a piece of wood right up against the 4 and the 7 should make it a 10 box. And he does make the 10 box. Now we'll see what Bob Bergmann can do as he rolls a fill on a spare in the 6th. Eight. Got a break that time as the 2-pin fell, which gives him an opportunity to make a spare over on the right with the 6 and 10 and wood in between. He got it. All right, 2 marks in a row for Bob Bergmann, our challenger from Woburn. Oh, he wanted to see the 8-pin go down. 7 is the drop. He's got the 6-pin plus the 8 and 10. Wood alongside the 6 and 10, and he tried, but no. The 8 is still standing. So no bonus money there. It's a 9 as the piece of wood turned out to be a roadblock, so he couldn't get at the 8. Defending champion Don Richmond of Holbrook. Little triangle of 3 over on the left. That's the 2, 4, 5. Ooh, the 4 is still there. A 9 box. So since he was opposite, a spare 7 for Bob, it's only a 2-pin lead now for Don Richmond in the match. There's a spare leave. 4 and 7 on the left with Wood. Wood is rolling. Well, it's going to stay, I guess. So he's got Wood in between and also Wood in front. Yes. Spare in the 8. Now Bob Bergmann, today's challenger. Three, 5, 9 plus 7. Nope. Nope, it's an 8. Didn't get either. 97 through 9. 125 average. Good spare leave. 2 and 4. Yes, right on. All right, that puts him at 107, and he'll be hoping for a big fill. How many?
One more.
Nope. 7 is what it is. 114. All right, our defending champion, Don Richmond, is working on a spare. This is the fill. 2 full, just 3. Get out the 1, the 5, and the 8. Everything else still standing. Still 3 more standing. Nine. So we may have a tie, or if not, Bob Bergmann will win the $50. If he makes this, obviously he can do it because that would put him at 114 in the tie. But without a mark, no, he went off to the right. Now the ball is on the edge of the pit and it rolls over. Okay, he has parallel pins here, 4 and 5. If he only gets one of them, Bob Bergmann will win the string. Okay, Bob Bergmann wins the string, and the first bonus money goes to Bob. $50 in bonus money for Bob Bergmann winning the first string. And they look over at the score, seeing that it is beneath both of their averages, and they'll be hoping for better things in the second and third string. There it is at the end of one. Challenger Bob Bergmann, 114. Defending champion Don Richmond, 113.
How to...
Don Richmond, he's our defending champion, and as is customary, the defending champion rolls first in the middle string. Four horsemen right side. That's what he has to work on. Two full on the head pin. That's all he got. 10 bucks. Just a wee bit too full on the head pin. He winds up with 3 pins standing, all scattered around. He's got the 3, 4, 10. And he doesn't get anything. Okay. Got the 3 and 10, so he winds up with a 9 box. Now this brings up Bob Bergmann, today's challenger. He missed the head pin, went to the left. So he's got a thin hit. Knocked down 3 pins. Got just one more that time. So now he will go for the wood, which is lying in front of that cluster, and see what he cleans up with. He got 9. Over here on lane 38, he gets over in the right corner, fires and gets everything on the right, but leaves the 4 horsemen left side. No, too full on the head pin. Good 10. There you see it. Bob Bergmann's name, as you see, has a double N on the end of it. Everything except number 1, and time called by Ralph Stewart, who wants to go down and take a look here at the piece of wood, see where it is. It is in play. It is behind the deadwood line. As I told you, that's 2 feet in front of the middle of the number 1 pin. And anything that touches it, or is this side of it, has to be removed. Spare for Don Richmond. Scott Filbert keeping score on that big scoreboard today, and Bruce Goldman keeping score beside me. Big, oh, it looked like it was going to be a much bigger hit. It winds up as a split. It's got the 6, 7, and 10 still there. Ooh, he got everything on the right, but the 7 pin is still there. That brings up Bob. The rest of our crew today. Don Riley is sitting in for Joanne Panto as statistician. She, of course, is our secretary and statistician. Bob Bergmann delivers big hit. Everything except the 10 pin. Now, that's what he has to shoot at, the 10 pin for a spare. Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee. Yes, he made it. All right, here is the bonus. It's a 7. Piece of wood right up against the number 2 pin. He has the 2, 4, and 6. Let's see if he can do it. Ooh, he moved it, but not enough. A 10 box. Time once again to take a check on the scoreboard. As you know, just 1 pin separated our 2 bowlers. After 1, it was a 1-pin lead for challenger Bob Bergmann. And right now they are in a tie here after 4 in the middle string, so still only 1 pin separating them. That's it, a tie at 46. Here's our champion, Don Richmond. rolling first here in the middle string, and he's up now for the 5th frame. Half Worcester left, punching out, 2 and 8. Still 4 pins standing, 2 on each side. Most unusual shot as he got 1 of the pins on the right. The ball flew high, came down again, and took the 2 on the left. But the 10 is still there, so it's a 9 box. Strike! Now our challenger, Bob Bergmann. Good hit. Spare leave on the right side. The 3 and the 6. Oh, you could almost see that he was going to miss the 3 pin. It was just the only hope he had was that he might brush it. So it's a 10 instead of a spare. So exactly halfway through, Bob Bergmann leads by 2 pins in the match. However, he's opposite a strike, so things could change, and probably will unless he marks right now. Everything but 1 pin. The 2 pin did not go. It's a 9 box. All right. Don Richmond will take the lead now. There's only 1 pin separating them, a lead for Bob Bergmann, but 2 bonus balls to roll right now for Don Richmond. 7 on the first one, and he has to pick up for a spare the 1, 3, 10. Wood in front of the 10. Wood that should help. But he had to hit the number 1, and he didn't. So it's a 9 fill and going for a 10 box now by going after the number 1. Yep. All right, here's the diamond on the left side. That's composed of the 2, 4, 5, and 8. Hey, he got the diamond, and we all know that that's a tough, tough spare leave. Challenger Bob Bergmann. Half Worcester left side. 2 and 8. Oh, he came so close to getting everything. The 7 pin's still there. He makes it a 10 box. He's opposite a spare. Big one. No, it's not going to go, apparently. The 6 pin is still standing. Piece of wood right beside it. Could give him a little trouble, but probably won't. Nope. He made it. Right on. So he has matched the spare. Right now, Don Richmond is about to throw a bonus ball, and he leads in the match by 8 pins. It's that close. He gets a big 9, and he has the 8 pin in the back to pick up. Wood is, Well, one piece of wood is up against it. Another piece of wood is out front. He has to be very careful because he has a piece of wood that's out in front, and it could deflect one way and the ball the other and not even get at that 8. Let's watch this very carefully. It has to be played just right. Yes. So it's 2 marks in a row. That puts him at 113, plus what he gets on this next one. And a chance for bonus money. Oh, he wanted so badly to see that 4-pin drop as the 2 toppled, but it toppled directly to the left and left it up. So it's 4 and 10 still there. Piece of wood right beside, or I should say in front of, and horizontal to the 4. Nope. So there's no bonus money right now, but he'll go for a 10 box, which will give him a 131 and a fine string. That's what it is. A 131. Now Bob Bergmann hoping to put it together. Remember now, this is a 125 league average bowler with a high single of 194 and a high triple of 469. But right now he's running into some problems. Spread eagle. Took the right side out. And got 2 of the 3 on the left, so it's another 9. 98. Gee, that looked good going down there, and instead of getting a strike, he winds up with the 2, 4, 7 on the left and the 6 on the right, and no wood to help. Came in right full on that 2-pin instead of on an angle. 107. So this time, the only bonus money, which is the $50 for winning the second string, goes to Don Richmond. And both bowlers looking up at the board with rather sad faces because they're nowhere near their averages, basically. At the end of 2, Don Richmond, 244. Bob Bergmann, 221. There's Bob Bergmann getting ready to lead off as challenger here in the 3rd string. Be nice if that 8-pin went down in the back, but he instead now has the 2, 7, and 8. Have to hope to get some sidewall action. Didn't. It's an 8 box. High-low jackpot worth $125 at the end of the show. Winner gets first try at it. Should he fail to hit it, then the runner-up. If neither hits it, we'll add 25. We keep doing that every week till somebody walks away with whatever has accumulated. Oh, it fell, but it didn't knock down the 6-pin. Single pin to pick up for a spare. Almost had a strike. There it is, a spare. $500 in our home viewer jackpot and barely any more room in that barrel. Now Don Richmond, our defending champion, coming up. Looks as if this could go. This is the 2, 4, and 8 with wood between the 2 and the 4. Oh, it didn't go. The 8 is still there. That's a tough one to make without wood, but with that wood back there, you kind of figured you had a shot at it. Obviously, it would have been a lot better if the wood had been between the 4 and the 8 rather than between the 2 and the 4. But it did figure with 2 pins falling and a piece of wood in there that it would carry through and get the 8. How about that? Thin hit right on the nose, and he got knocked out the 2 inboard back pins, the 8 and the 9, but the 7 and 10 are still there. 5 went over. 6 and 10 still standing. And the 6 and 10 are still standing. It's an 8 box. We are having trouble giving away any money. There's a spare lead now for Bob Bergmann. He got 8 on the fill and a chance to make it 2 in a row. He has to wait for wood to stop rolling. 6 and 10. Yes! Okay, now a chance for us to give away some money. Here's an opportunity for 3 marks in a row. Oh, he knew as soon as he let that go. Got a break. He got 8. And he winds up with a 1 and 2. He was unhappy with that as soon as he let it go because he dropped it too soon. It wasn't going near the head pin, but he got a pretty good break out of it. Now if he can get this 1 and 2, oh, he missed the number 1. $50 in bonus money. So, no bonus money. Got a 10. Now Don Richmond. And he answers that spare with a strike. Just as Bob Bergmann had begun to cut into that 23-pin lead, now Don Richmond comes back with a strike. All right, the first bonus ball gets him 6, but it leaves 3 pins along the back, the 7, the 8, and the 10, and the 6 pin. Wood against the 6 pin. He got it! How about that? Everything went left and dropped, so he was able to make it. Didn't expect that when he had 3 pins across the back, plus the 6. But it went. Now, Bob Bergmann. Bob's got a cluster right in the middle. Oh, no. Still 1 pin standing. It's a 9. Frustrating day so far for Bob. He still has time. He's got 5 boxes to go and a chance for a spare right here. Yes. Spare in the 6th. All right, let's see now. Bob had his chance here in this 3rd string for bonus money as he put 2 together, and now it's an opportunity for Don Richmond with 2 together. Let's see whether he can take advantage of it and pick up bonus money. So far, all we've given away is $50 to each for winning the individual strings. 2 full right through. Just 3. Almost a spread eagle. 1 extra pin in there. So he gets the right side. Now he has 3 pins still standing. 9. Right at the moment in the match, it is a 20-pin lead for Don Richmond. Don has the 4, 6, and 7. No wood. Took the left side out. Nine. Now, it's at the moment a 19-pin deficit. Bob Bergmann behind by 19. He'll cut it with this ball by how much? 8. That brings it down to 11. Yes. All right, he's got 2 in a row, and he's putting on the pressure right now. For the second time in this string, he has 2 marks in a row and a chance for some bonus money. Bonus. Just 5.
Go to work, go to work. Show us the shot.
Spread eagle minus the 7-pin. 3 on the right, 2 on the left, and he's playing it. Nope. He moved it, but not enough. Good 10. Okay, it's down to 11 right now, and Don is opposite 25 pins. He has a chance right now to match that spear. Yes, he did it. He came through. His lead was down to 11, and he has matched Bob Bergmann's spear. Let's see now if he does better than the 5 fill. Seven. So he picked up 2 more pins and leads by 13. All right, he went right through. Still has 3 pins standing. And he'll go for the 2 on the left. All right, right now it's 12 pins. Twelve pins separating our bowlers as Bob Bergmann comes up and, gets a half Worcester left. Not what he wanted.
Can be made.
Oh, baby. Oh, and a half Worcester on the other side, so it winds up as a 4-box. Diamond to work on for a mark. left side. Diamond.
Get off.
No, the diamond wins again.
Nice job.
So unfortunately, he got only 14 pins in that time. Three pins is all Don needs. That did it. That won it for him. Bob can still win the third string, but he won't win the match. Spare. Now that puts Don Richmond in the position to win both the string and the match. And another spare, so Don Richmond wins it all. He wins the string and also the match. Now, if he throws a strike, he picks up another $50 in bonus money. He did it! How about that? He did it. Came back and got 3 marks in a row, and he picked up $50 in bonus money. So give Don Richmond a total of $150 plus the $700 for winning, and Bob Bergmann picked up $50 for winning the first string, 114, and $300 for being our runner-up. The high-low jackpot is worth $125. The home viewer jackpot is worth $500. And we'll be taking a look at those right after we give you the final totals. There it is on the board as Don Richmond wins his 4th in a row, defeating today's challenger Bob Bergmann 376 to 341.
With any purchase. Thank you.
Hey, we have $500 in here. And the number today, the total of the 376 and 341, that's both bowlers combined, comes to 717. And that's usually in the range where most of you take guesses, isn't it? Somewhere around 720 or so. So maybe we will have a winner today. But just let me remind you one more time that when we do have a winner, we're going to empty this all out. And for anybody who doesn't understand what all these cards are about, just very quickly let me tell you that what we do is ask you folks at home, so you'll have a chance to participate, to take a guess at what you think the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, on a day that you would hope that your card would be chosen to be used. And then we'll even give you 10 pins either side. Like today is 717. That means we have a winner anywhere from 707 to 727. Now, a lot of folks I know have sent in many, many cards, and we don't restrict you to anything except we ask you please just not make it any more than one per day. And obviously that means that as long as this continues, we go week after week, you can have one in here for every day. So if it's here for 6 weeks, you can have, as many as 40, 45 cards in here. But make sure that it's on a card, not in a letter. And when you do include your guess, be sure you put your name and address nice and clear so I can read it, and send on the other side, put this on it. Address it to Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192. Then when we have a winner, we empty this thing all over again and the odds get better and better. Now, in addition, of course, to the fact that when I'm picking in here looking for a winner of the $500, the person, as soon as I draw the card, is going to be rewarded because every week we give away a couple of prizes. For example, today, those prizes are these.
A Regina electric broom. No more vacuuming. From now on, it's the Regina electric broom. The lightweight, easy way to make cleaning a breeze. The Regina electric broom makes a perfect gift. And fill your reel with premium quality Stren fishing line. It's strong, easy handling, smooth casting. Great fishing starts with Stren. And an Encyclopedia Britannica yearbook. The current book of the year, produced by the publishers of the Encyclopedia Britannica 3, the most comprehensive encyclopedia in the English language.
This thing is getting heavy. It's about to burst, so I hope we have a winner today. All right, for $500 and anywhere from 707 to 727. What do you think? Going to have a winner today? You think so? All right. I hope so. Let's find out. All right, let me see. This is from William Barnes of Methuen, Massachusetts, and his guess is 636. So $550 next time, 550. Okay, 125, Don, in the 1710 high-low jackpot, and you again get first try at it. All right, Bob. Okay. Sure, take whatever lane you want. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, guys. Bobby, a little frustrating, huh?
Yeah, struggled all day. I think neither one of us looked like we were bowling exceptionally well, but it's a test of wills, and I guess Don's was a little bit stronger today.
Well, you put some pressure on as you get in the third string there and started to close, but he's become a tiger. He's coming right back again.
Couldn't get that third one to keep the pressure on him.
$300 for being runner-up, $50 for winning the first string by 1 pin.
Wow, that was a real killer.
Yeah, and you come back and see us because our new season starts pretty soon.
I'll do that. Thank you.
All right, Bob. Hey, how about that? You're even now, huh?
Yeah, no, there's still one more because I'm eventually going to lose one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You want to get one ahead, huh?
Sure.
Well, 4 in a row. And $700 for winning and $150 in bonus money. And you did it again. You're a tiger coming from behind, huh? Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I can't tell you who your challenger will be yet because that roll-off hasn't been held.
It's all right.
You get some
always
rest,
tough. Sure.
and you come back and see us, all right?
Sure thing.
Okay, Don.
All right.
All right, and this, Don, says to you, you be tuned next week, same time, will you? For the whole crew, Don Gillis says bye-bye, everybody.